John Midelton Murry, one of the best-known English literary critics, will publish in 1922 his criticism, Problems of Style. It was the period when the author worked as an editor in the famous newspaper, Westminster Gazette, 1912–1913, and in Art Critic, which he managed as editor-in-chief with his wife, the well-known New Zealand writer, Katharina Mansfield. In the years 1919 and 1921, before revealing to the public, he found the principles of his critical work that would later make up the usual chronicles of the Athenaeum. At a much higher level than the daily press. Aspects of literature, 1920. They originated from a more synthetic conception of literary activity. John Murray considered literature as an expression of the global reaction of writers against existence, translated, and realized for the creative and speculative use of language, first of all, metaphor. He sees this important activity in the genius of Shakespeare, especially in the etudes on the Corellian, written in a dense and inaccessible prose that constitute true models of the genre. Especially when the nature of the criticism includes social and economic conditions of an era as well as many artistic forms that can include fantastic dreams that one day can claim for some kind of scientific preciousness. Taking a look at contemporary literature, Murray judges in a somewhat partial way when he says, for example, that there are also poems that are aesthetic works without inspiration. His relations with I.E. Lawrence are very much towards an orthodox version of Christianity and an anti-Marxist view of communism where he tries to be a rigorous and strict thinker. In Keats and Shakespeare, 1925, he objectively studies Keats's career from 1816 to 1820, emphasizing the emotional contribution of the poet to the Elizabethan genius, but at the same time, he brings complete brevity and the dramatic technique of this great poet. He especially has in mind, N.D. Moying. Murray's imagination makes fruitful discoveries, but he often falls into misty mysticism, also being reconciled to a divine origin of pure poetry. In this divine character, he also channels the work of Keats, Shakespeare, Dostoevsky and the memoirs on I.E. Lawrence published in Blake, 1933. John Midelton Murry is also known as the author of many essays published on his wife Catherine Mansfield with the title, Between Two Worlds, published in 1935. This article for the English Critic published by Leon Qafzezi in the newspaper Albania on August 24, 1997.